Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL's Advanced Captain's Edition. Continuing in the line of ship mods, decided to go over my entire list of ships again, starting with my very first and the one I've recently had a lot of work on again, the Anomaly. You know the Anomaly. Tried them a few times. Anyway, some changes were done. We'll get them up there. First of all, we got this cool little icon now. Finally decided to make a thumbnail for it. It now also has a description. A rebel AI ship that became self-aware. It now seeks to destroy the rebels and found its chance to do so with the Federation. Cool, huh? Anyway, other changes. Got rid of door system to start off with. It's still there, but you know, you don't start with it anymore. Shields got lowered to level 2 instead of 3. Mini beam got replaced with a tiny beam, which is even shorter than a mini beam. I think mini beam is 45. This one is 35 or 25. I think 25 in length. Burst laser remained the same. Drones stay the same. Slug repair stay the same. Still does not allow for piracy. A big difference for those not playing Captain's Edition. Artillery is now purchasable in standard AE. It abides by the same rules as on CE. If you buy it, you will have to finish the run. So no save plus quitting anymore. You have to finish it. Speaking of the artillery, it got nerfed a little bit because I was discussing with someone. You can probably guess who. Artillery was overpowered. I mean, 4 ion damage for add 2 system damage with a standard cooldown of 21 was a bit too much. I think it's now, well, I'm pretty sure it's 3 ion damage and 1 system damage, and I think I set the cooldown to be 28 on level 2. So it can still stack on level 4, but only just barely. Forum post got edited a bit. I decided to create my own little background story for this one. You know what? Let's read through it. I'm proud of my own handiwork. Alright, let's get that up there. There you go. Alright. Rebels have always reigned supreme and came down to AI ships, even outshining the NG race. One problem though, the ships were never that big. Therefore they could be used for defending planets, stations and jump nodes, but were never able to perform FTL jumps between sectors themselves. Meaning they couldn't truly be used as an army. The AI C001, codenamed the Anomaly, was the first in the line of AI crews that could actively patrol an entire region rather than a single sector. Problem, however, was that the current AI was perfectly suited for combat since it had orders to fire at anything not having a rebel ID. This wouldn't do for a ship designed to cover an entire sector, therefore a better AI system was required in order to be able to distinct right from wrong, good from evil. Seeing how the NG race already had such an AI, the rebel scientists thought it would cut some corners and borrow said AI programming. The AI excelled in VR testing, making all the choices it was expected to make, and even in small-scale testing in open space, the Anomaly performed brilliantly. Furthermore, whilst the smaller AI ships could easily return to base for repairs, the Anomaly couldn't. So a solution had to be found for its main weakness, breaches. Once again, the scientists decided fit to borrow a solution from their fellow friends. This time, they had their eyes set on the slugs and their way of dealing with breaches, hence the slug repair gel. So, before mass boosting began, the rebels saw it fit to give it a proper test to run. They dismantled and removed the O2 supply and mounted a burst laser and beam weapon on it, finally sending it out on its path. Turns out, I can't really read. There you go. Turns out that the NG have a very different perception on good and evil than rebels do. It didn't take long before the Anomaly started attacking rebel ships and helping refugees from the war. The Anomaly was recaptured and disabled with a strange device to be brought back to a science station. At the station, the Anomaly overheard the rebels' plans to dismantle the ship and try again. This, combined with a glitch in the disabling device, sparked the Anomaly to become fully self-aware. The first words it spoke against its rebel captures were, "This brief encounter with this station has taught me everything I need to know. You have to make your own meaning in life. Choose to live a way that seems good to you. Be good to others. I had the good fortune of meeting a lot of fine people who didn't judge me based on the fact that I'm a machine. I will always be grateful to those. Coming here made me realize how much of a scourge the rebels are to this universe. Even the pirates I encountered had some ethics. I will therefore take it upon myself to destroy every single remnant I come across, by myself or with a few friends I mate if they are willing. This station that is rotten to the core will serve as an example to the rest of the rebel scum out there. You forced my hand, prepare to meet your maker. The Anomaly broke free of the station and destroyed it, leaving no survivors. It didn't take long for the news to reach the Federation about an autonomous ship completely destroying a rebel station, and an unarmed ship was sent to make contact with the Anomaly. After a while, the Anomaly accepted the mission that could end the war once and for all and set out towards the Federation base with some very important information on board. Brilliant. Brilliant. Barging in. So that's what I wrote. Seeing this is one of my ships, it's actually me that wrote it. Anyway, we'll go on normal, and before I get started, I need to check up on my recording again, because if I can save this bit, then I don't have to go over that again when everything starts to crash. Good to go. Yep, good to go. We've got another random flagship taken care of. We also have an update for Cabs Edition, right? Well, 1.275, but a few bug fixes and typos and stuff like that. Nothing too major. Anyway, let's see. System house in the with systems house in the wing separate. Oh, mind control. Suck on that. Another mind control, suck on that. Oh, and an escape teleporter. Oh, I'm feeling sorry for you already. Swarm missile. This cannot damage just. Oh, okay. Okay, 2 missile launchers to start, which means you'll probably want a defense drone as well as cloaking, which should not be a problem. An anti-bio beam. Loser. You poor sap. Okay. Advanced combat drone. That's annoying. Swarm missile defense. Internal personnel drone will be boarding anyway. Armor plating and fire suppression. Okay, good that we know that. Okay. Let's get this thing back into gear. Alright, so that's a thing to damage crew and create breaches. Might as well. Oh, don't fix the breach first. Oh well. That's the second time that tiny beam caused a fire. I'm a little bit surprised by that. There we go. So what I did with the beam makes it so you can't go from here to here. You can still cut corners, but that's kind of it. If you want to do 3 damage, you have to go around a corner. Might not seem to be that big of a deal, but, you know, there are ships out there that, well, you kind of want to be able to cross the entire room, and now you no longer can. We'll fight. You're not going to be stunning any crew, that's for damn sure. So that fires in more than one shot? No, just one big shot. Alright, that's fine, really. Alright, let's see if we can do some damage. And we can. Could have hit more than 2 rooms there, but might as well see if I can't suffocate them. Although they don't really have all that much hull in, so... Although I can distract them from repairing that oxygen. I don't think we're gonna have the time to do what I want to do here, though. Yeah, then shields are gonna get fixed, and he's gonna go to oxygen. Yeah. I don't think we'll be able to clear the ship out of hostiles. So, only one thing left to do. Make it quick. Alright, there's a store. See if I can go... Yeah, we'll go down. Maybe head back to the store afterwards. Okay, that went well. Still got our tiny beam, which is more than enough. We can get burst back. Wonder why they don't power that automatically once the ion goes out, but... Ooh. That's why we got beams. Can't miss. We can get shields up. Get shields up if we need them. In this case we don't. Probably get hit here. Yep, there we go. Cannot hit all the systems I would want to. There we go. We need burst laser because shields are still up. And you did. The ship replays pretty darn quickly, mostly because you don't have to worry about crew placement and stuff like that. You won't have to nag against me on that one. There is no crew to place. Alright, socialize, we can do that, but it'll just say continue. We can upgrade, so continue. Prove my reactor. Sure. Right, we don't really have the money or scrap to go to a store, so we'll just avoid it. Yeah, let's take you down and you can come up. We're not safe because this is a two-shot, which doesn't actually matter, but it can take down one shield layer, and this one will be able to pierce two in a little bit. Well, that'll definitely help. Too bad I can't level crew with it. There we go. All set. Turns out that adding the artillery to standard cap position to make it a... No, I messed it up in so many ways. Turns out that adding artillery as a purchasable system in standard AE isn't a hard thing. Problem is it does mess up the game a little bit every now and then. Do I go to the store? Yeah, we might be able to buy something with 50. Pre-igniter. Cool. 2 power. Ugh. That is a little high. Could get this to try and kill crew, but I don't have the money. None of these are defensive drones, so I don't think I want those either. I got a clone bay. Right. That's another thing that changed. You can now have oxygen on this ship. Which means if you want crew, yeah. If you want to have crew on board, you can buy oxygen. Just remember, you don't need just oxygen to keep crew alive. So, probably also want a med bay, and that's 2 system slots he'll be giving up for. Shite. Yeah, what's that gonna do, huh? Oh no! The fires! Oh, well, they're gone. The engines will fix it. No, we might as well get a system repair up. He's still there, it doesn't cost us a drone part anyway. Go, system repair! Alright, you can stay in there. You don't need to be healed anyway, right? Nope, you're good. That means if you are getting attacked by crew, I can send you back to drone control. Ion intruder drone, huh? Never really got it to make a good chance of that. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. So girl, that's some thinking NG. I'm hoping it's not Zoltan. NG space, alright. No need for this, no need for that. Although this could probably allow us to buy a drone manufacturer, but I don't need that. The drones I will be using are just Factor Mark 1. 2 ion damage. Can I get that up? 30, 85? Yeah, barely. Do I want that up? Now that's an entirely different thing, isn't it? Let's just wait and save up for a system. Maybe I'll try and get artillery as soon as I can. Good thing I got level 2 piloting, or we would have been in a bit of a jam. Well, we're not exactly safe from asteroids, but we should be able to get out of here without a problem. Let's see if I go here, then go here, here. I can't go that way. Maybe I could. I'll jump here and then I'll move that over here. Then I'll jump here and I'll move that over here. I'll jump here and move that over here. But I'm thinking these 2 beacons will be taken over at the same time. So yeah. Well, there's hacking. Swarm. Very slow drone repeatedly attacks the enemy ship with swarm. And that's not a bad thing to have, actually. Light laser would allow me to kill crew rather than the entire ship, but I don't think I'm too interested. I've got an anti-personnel drone. You sell for 32. Not bad. If I sell you, I'm gonna sell you. And I'm gonna wait even a little bit longer. Being able to get cloaking in, or maybe even that other weapon, could be a big thing. There's another store, but we need just a tiny bit more scrap to be able to afford cloaking. Or artillery, depends on what he's planning to give us. See, the thing is, if I can get artillery, I really have no more need for the effector. Artillery costs 150 though, so getting 18 more scrap would be convenient. We can sell the effector if you have to. Nothing, huh? I could use you because you don't need air, but I can't buy you because we're in Or an AI ship. Alright. Guess that means we're getting the effector up for now. If I go here, I got 1, 2 little jumps left before I need to be to the exit. So that's 1, 2, and then exit, right? No, that's 1, 2, and exit. If I go here, then I go to here. Then if I go here, yeah, it's 1, 2, and out. Come on, something useful. Yeah. That. But at least we're not fighting the rebels, so that's cool. I'm thinking you could be the one that does 3 ion damage, which would be a bit of a problem. Yeah, it's taking you way too long to get a shot out, so you're definitely doing a lot of damage to my shields. There we go. It did system damage, so I was right. Tiny make this a lot less dangerous for me. You might as well auto-fire that. Could just wait for the auto repair, but why should we, right? Just get that thing repaired and we'll be on our way. Well, we'll definitely want our shields repaired first, because that would just be stupid. So, the moment a system gets damaged, it loses its manning bonus. Makes sense. It's what happens on your average ship as well, because your crew will be too busy repairing. Alright. Honorable moons. I don't know. Could be rock, could be mantis, could be pirate. Rock people, alright. You got a lot of stuff there, don't you? Well, we're not too bad either. Alright, let's hit up some systems. Wanna start here. We took out the quick firing thing, oddly enough. No misses. Wait, that did the hull damage as well? That's not right. See, normal damage 0, you can do. That one shouldn't be there. Boom. Maybe get out before the mines explode. Nope. Mines still landed. Alright, well, we took a good amount of damage here. I'm not gonna mince words on that one. We can dock and flood their ship with oxygen. Glad to breathe some clean air. Something I can't really do anything about it unless I remove that event. Oh well. This is new. Well, new as in the blue option. A curious sight greets you at this beacon sail with rock for justice. Oh no, we've seen that. And then I think the rock will just crash into them. While two mantis fight, you approach the rock ship and send a repair drone. It fixes the ship up enough to make at least a single jump. You're surprised when instead they embark on a kamikaze run on the two mantis, which results in the obliteration of all three. Yep. Alright. I could go to distress, but I don't know. We're in the rock homeworlds. Huh. So apparently this can show up earlier than Sector 5 on Captain's Edition. Cool. Right, so it's starting to become more and more obvious that we need some kind of defense. Great, didn't want to use that anyways. Fuck you, all y'all. Well, I took the right weapon offline, that's something. Probably want to add the weapons again, though. Yeah, there you go. Alright, you can stay in there again, so I can move you when borders end up showing up. Showing up. Sounds legit. Good. All three of them? Well, maybe we only hit 2 rooms, but still. You lucky dogs. Well, I think you'll be causing too much more damage anyway. No. Cool. Alright, we're getting up there and scrap again to get another system. Maybe even a defense drone will do. Cool. Nice blue color. Notice a rockship with unusual hull plating. They hail, you are considered a threat to an important diplomat on board our vessel. We've already called reinforcements and will defend ourselves in accordance with general system law. You are pretty sure that there is no paragraph legitimizing this kind of action, but you will have to deal with them somehow. That somehow will be blowing them to bits. I need to keep shields up, so I think I can go without... You can do some really serious damage if I just let you roam the ship, so we're not going to be doing that. What do I take offline, though? And we'll get our engines back once they fire something in. Doesn't always help, but... How many shots is that? That's 2 shots, so we will have to try and evade those as well. Because one of those can... Well, they all can pierce 1 shield bubble, so... Yep, just like that. It's a good thing I didn't want the effector. Hey. Oh, they got Crystal Vengeance too. Well, it makes sense, but you don't expect that thing to be on an enemy ship. It's always a bit of a surprise when it does end up showing up. We are getting shot up pretty badly. I mean, how am I supposed to not get shot up here? Crystal Vengeance? Come on, man. System repair. There comes another Crystal Vengeance. Man, okay, I'm gonna get you back into your thing so you can start healing up while the system repair drone is doing work. There you go, that's for being a douche. The dim shape of the crystal rock hybrid ship eventually succumbs to the assault, exploding into a cloud of crystal armor and metal. No stores though. Can't help but notice that either. A rock ship with exquisite crystalline hull plating hails you, and the shrouded rock figure appears on screen. Ceremonial envoy of the Crystal Realm speaking. You've heard a lot of the Federation from our young rock children. Would you care to meet us? There's much to discuss. I don't know if I can lose a crew member through this, so... You met the envoy in person to discuss the current state of the galaxy. Well, if I can go off from when I was playing the ship in my RP group. I suppose I would have sent out the anti-personnel drone to discuss things. There's so little understanding between our ancient children and the Federation. We have revealed ourselves to the rock because some of them follow an ill-fated path. The figure uncovers its head, showing its crystalline face. Maybe it's time that we reveal ourselves to you as well. Oh, Christ. Yeah, well... I mean, thanks and all that, but you're not gonna live. I was thinking there's something I'd like to show you. Reproduced one of your weapons aboard your ship. You can use it if yeah, cool. We got a lockdown bomb that's great for boarding, and we're not having any crew. But thanks for your little gift, though. We'll fight. We're not in any danger here, unless we... No. That thing causes fires, and who gives a rat's buttocks about air? Well, fire. You have 2 shots to you. Okay, so that changes things just a slightly little bit. You missed. I'm assuming one of these shots will miss as well. Nope. Alright, we can... There we go. Now we're safe. Goodbye, Crystal. You held out longer than most people do on this ship. That's a normal beam. I thought that was a fire one. Guess not. Goodbye, Rockman. You, Crystal. You've been fun. We will not accept. You're almost healed up. Almost. Come on, stores. Low on hull, low on fuel, low on systems. Where your reactor? Yeah, sure. There we go. Let's keep the system repair up and running at all times. And we have to go. That's unfortunate. That's NG. Yeah, we can do NG. Come on, artillery. Nope, all a bunch of systems I don't want. We'll get the defense drone. Sell the lockdown bomb. And get on the road. Alright, we got missile defense. The fuel problems are definitely a thing of the past. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Good. Come on, can I now finally get in artillery or cloaking or something? Hacking will do, I think. We got missile defense now, so missile defense. Anti-ship drone Mark II, powerful, continuous dex, mini missile. Alright, anti-personnel drone. Do we have another store just in case? Nope. Alright, I wanted to buy the hack. And that is good. You know my stance on repairs. I mean, we got a bunch of drones. Maybe those can be used in blue options. Destroy and loot. Can we get in there? Yeah, we should be safe unless that's a 2-shot. Which I'm not really sure. Up, it's a 1-shot. We're safe. Which means I don't have to do anything. Well, I mean, I don't have to spend drone parts. This might be a while until I can start taking the ship apart, but we're safe. We got nowhere to be. Wow, level 3 piloting. Impressive. And a bit annoying. Then we start clamoring on shields. I think he's actually got weaker engines than he has a piloting system. Well, either way. Time to start taking some of those shield bars down, huh? Because you are probably going to try and run. Captain, blah blah blah, loud bang, blah, 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 fire alarm. System repair, isn't this your job? Thought those went to take down fires as well. Maybe it's the whole no air thing that's messing you up. There we go. Now we got you on the ropes. Let's see how strong those engines are, actually. I don't think it's gonna be 3, because I didn't miss a single shot. Yeah, it was 3. Or 4 even, but I... Man, you really had some bad luck to you. Burst laser Mark II, yeah. Well, it's a burst laser Mark 1, but it fires 2 shots, which is what I was aiming at. Hail. Trade. 1 drone part for 8 fuel. Yeah. I can see that being a decent deal. I always wondered why they depower their shields when you do that. You can't harm us because you're gonna try and board us, and that's not gonna end too well for you. System repair can go offline. This is all I need. Unless I'm missing a weapon somewhere. It's a bit of a problem that they boarded us in drone control. Which means if things go from bad to worse, I will have to hack your teleporter. Well, they're not gonna run away out of this room. But I don't think they're gonna be able to break the whole thing. Is what I'm guessing. Hey, they are moving out of that room. I wonder why. Well, then I definitely don't have anything to worry about. Goodbye. So we lost 2 drone parts with that. That's kind of the only problem that we had in that whole arrangement. We're gonna get the system repair drone up because we're definitely gonna be using that again. And we're gonna try and make sure that you guys don't come back from death. I wonder if I could make those 2 port over. That would be funny as hell. We'll see if we can kill him. It's not gonna be the easiest thing to do, but hey, you might as well try. Oh no, it's a breach. I don't care, really. Killing them seems a bit unlikely. Doesn't mean you have to stop. Let's just speed this up a little bit. Ooh, fires can help. They still got a bit of hull left. They both have to drop below 15, which is something that seldomly happens. What did you have, like 16? 19. 19. Yeah, this can be done. I can hit oxygen once more. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Mantis repair slow, but I don't think they repair that slow. Kind of surprised that the pilot room is still burning. There we go. Let's kill them. We tried. I don't need ammo. Can blow up in your face as well, so let's just clicking. Do you want to take hull damage? Yes or no? And try. Yeah, sure. There we go. Now we can power hacking as well. Medical. See, the problem with medical emergencies is that you can lose crew without you wanting to lose crew. They give you a bunch of crew extra, but the problem here is losing a crew member while you do not have crew crashes your game. Okay. Well, we'll be a bit extra careful. We'll try to avoid the most of the markers there. Hull repair. Well, we gotta use for our bombs now. Well, let's repair our hull a bit then. 10 bombs, we can repair 20 hull bombs. Apparently, you cannot miss bombs on your own ship anymore. Kind of hoping that's true. I got no uses for my missiles anyway, other than trying to sell them off to some bloke. But I'm turning bombs into hulls, so that's kind of a decent deal in my eyes. One more will do. Cool. Back in the green. And now you know why I don't do too much repairs. Not because I expect one of those bombs to show up, but because there's usually other ways than of getting repairs. Flak. 3 shots. Yeah, that is an upgrade. Adaptive, we had this one recently. Do you have systems? Oh, now you have both. We got defense drone. I can wait for cloaking, so I'm gonna get artillery. Can I still buy the flak? Yes. Do I still want the flak? Now there's a good question. Do I still... What's this? Targeting jammer. Time to scramble the enemy weapons, targeting disable 1 or 2 weapons, 2 power combat augment. I need all of my drones. Eerie music. Alright. Does this... Yeah, you can see the cooldown here. So 30, 24, 18, and 12. So it will fire every 30 seconds, which means... Not too bad. Not the quickest thing either. Anyway, we need to remember that we have missile defense. Again, I don't want to lose crew, and I think there's a chance that if I do submit to it, they could find a diseased crew member and kill it, and that would crash my game. Not good. Alright, so we could wait for the artillery to take care of their shields. I'd rather use my weapons for that. That way the artillery can come in and just wreck their shield bubbles. Go, go, magic artillery. I hope you hit, though. I mean, we have hacking, so we can warrant it on our own, but, you know. If you're not in any true danger, why waste the drone parts? I want you on my ship. You're probably gonna get killed shortly after, but being able to man piloting or engines would give you another 5% evasion. Sector scanner, yeah, we can sell it off if you have no use for it, I suppose. Man, we're already in sector 5. This ship is really good at being extremely fast. This is gonna be a weird one. Let's go. Please don't take my crew. Sky show this planet have been completely ravaged by the disease. Many civilian vessels are trying to escape and are engaged. One ship is moving in you and you'd register your Federation ID. Hello. There we go. Don't go into drones. There you go. I don't know. It looks like you're gonna die before you get to take out hacking, but whatever it is, it's gonna be close as heck. I think I'd rather lose one hull point than a drone part at this point. I mean, the drone part's kind of not going to waste, but I've waited so long that it's probably not going to matter anymore anyway. You actually made it out again. Alright, so we can destroy their oxygen supply and just let them, well, regret their choices in life. Boom! You bored. Okay, I should hit their teleporter. Be a complete jerk. And make sure this NG ain't going anywhere. Wait, he actually destroyed that? So does that mean NGs do less damage to crew members but just as much as anyone on systems? Huh. Interesting. I did not know that. So I'm kind of at the wits of my defense zone here when it comes down to shooting down the missiles. This is a fairly compact ship, so the defense zone should be able to take it all down. Remember, I still need to take care of that medbay, which is why I'm just realizing that this can never work. Unless I somehow am able to ionize it. Oh boy, this could take forever now. Medivacs have level 3 medbays, right? Because they're medivacs. We know that. Once the air runs out, they won't be able to repair anything anymore. Yeah, because then they'll start spazzing out and stuff like that. If I just let the artillery keep firing, then eventually we're breaking their shields. Right? Yeah, because it'll do 1 system damage, so if artillery fires 3 times, they won't have any shields left. And then we just have to wait until artillery hits the medbay. Which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 in 8 chance, 12.5 of that actually happening. So, while we wait on that, you're actually gonna send a dude out to repair that? Really? I wonder if he's actually gonna succeed in it. I think he will. What can we do to the medbay? We can shoot it twice, but that's not really gonna help all that much. It's a level 1 medbay. Not level 1. Level 2. Ah, cool. Alright, that speeds things up. Send in salvage crew. We don't have salvage crews. Destroy and salvage remains. Cool. I'll be I was gonna say I'll be right back, but there was no reason for me to go anywhere. Weird. Intruders on board. Yeah, whatever, right? Nope. Nah, shite. Did we lose that drone part? I don't... Yeah, we did. Fudge. You do not have a teleporter that I can hack. Is that 3 shots? Damn. Alright, we'll send you in back to drone control. We'll power up the system repair drone. Artillery! And remember, you can get this weapon on standard AE as well now. Fear its awesomeness. On AE, the ship does not start with artillery, but just like I just did, you can buy it. Hey, that's separated again. Bam. Alright, this thing has 3 shots to it. Alright, almost forgot about that. Yeah. 6 fuel. Yeah. 6 fuels. Not bad. I wonder if we can make it back after this. I'm gonna try and avoid the distress beacons because they're dangerous here. Pernac beam ain't too bad, but I think we're fine as far as weapons go. So we could get mind control, or we could upgrade our ship a bit more, which is probably the better choice. Get that artillery up, get that evasion up. Do we really have a need for all this power? It looks like we do, huh? Being able to keep system repair drone up is gonna make him heal up as well, so that's always a fun one. I can go doot and avoid distress beacons. Refuse. So what, you're gonna board me now? Bring it. Bring it. So we would have been safe here if I bothered upgrading shields. Whoa, that thing fire. Oh, you got another gun in there. Did not see that one. Good. Good. Let's take some of those guns out, shall we? Or at least one of them. Probably the ion blast if I'm not no, we took out the dual laser. Idiots. Anyway, artillery's ready to go. I don't think we got anything that shoots at everything. Anti-combat, missiles, mines, and asteroids. Okay. Aw, artillery missed again. Alright guys, we took out a drone. Wonderful. At least we managed to hit that again. Hacking isn't gonna do me the good I want. Now artillery should miss again. Alright. They did have evasion for a brief moment, so I thought maybe that's when artillery would go, and no. Artillery said no, that's not necessary at all. Go here and then out. Let's see. 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jumps, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3. I can't calculate that far ahead. Well, I can, but I shouldn't. Okay, so that's a 2-shot, and I think that's a 3-shot, meaning we are in a bit of danger. But hey, your mind control system is completely useless. That and our artillery being unable to miss. I will send out a hack though. I should probably wait for my own artillery to fire if I want to bust through that. Okay, well that could have gone worse. There we go, now it's our turn. And we're good. Cool. Cool. Taken care of. Hole smasher. How many shots? Just the one, huh? I mean, I could go flak burst. Which is probably the better option. Now, hear me out. The mini beam, tiny beam, whatever, same thing, can do 3 damage, but it can't do that 3 damage to one system, while the burst laser can do 2 damage to one system, which is probably usually the better option. Do we have a store coming in? No, which means we can upgrade. And I think this is going to be the weapon setup we're going to be keeping for the rest of the game. Unless we come across like a halberd, maybe glaive beam, I don't know. Accept their offer. Let's scoot on out of here now. Related to Philippine ship? Yeah. Right. Defense drone would be appreciated. Depends on what the mine is. If it's one of those invisible ones, then we're just gonna go like, fuck, another waste of a drone part. But if it isn't, hey, you'll at least be able to stop one of them. And never got to fire. Still, I don't think it was too far away from firing. Well, there goes the drone. Guess we'll never know. Boom! Stunned the drone to bits. Yeah, I think this is a better option than the tiny beam. We almost shot the crew to pieces. The only thing you can say about that is where's your rock plating now, because that's the thing that allows me to shoot that heavily on you. There's the thing. And the crew's dead. Thank you, artillery, for always being there when you're needed. I'm only half joking. Okay. So we're not going to be using drones, which means we will only use our hacking, and we will use it on piloting. I wonder if... This is not good. I don't need to tell you that. Alright, we have to go in. Can't wait for the artillery. I think we get another shot in anyway. Go. 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 Alright, so in a few seconds we will be safe. But I think this thing is going to get another shot off before that, right? Yeah, it's charging up. It's about to fire. I don't think we're going to get our shields up in time. Yep. Cool. Alright, now we're safe. Still got... you asswipe. That's okay. We don't need it anymore. Because you're dead. Burning out the stabilizers. Huh? A rookie mistake. We should probably upgrade our shields at this point. Maybe even our engines. I don't know. Well, this is gonna be our. Whoa, that's a lot of ion. Should probably hack again just to make sure we can. Ah, you don't. Oh my god. See, that wasn't even an outside drone, and it still ended up. Ugh, and now that's gone. Brilliant. Well, let's hope for the best. That's all we can do, really. Cool. Alright, so we're not out of the woods yet, because this thing is still kicking. Still kicking, but we got shields up at least. Ship computer reports warning decompression imminent on main deck, blah blah, breaches, blah blah blah. We are good because we have a system repair room and a slug gel. Goodbye. I was pretty sure I saw a miss in there and I still ended up killing it. Next, AI Revolt. Ooh, stay away from that. Drone Group Row. That's probably NG. I can take NGs, I think. Alright, so that's an episode that went over an hour again. Brilliant. Yeah. Cool. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to support by commenting, liking, and or subbing. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next episode. Bye everyone.